Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our, what is this? I want to say live at 5, but it's actually 5:45. But welcome to a little nugget of, inspiration that I would like to share with you. So I don't know how many of you jumped on last week and heard me chat about 6 things to implement to help you get there. I had the amazing opportunity. Oh, first of all, let me just introduce myself. My name is Christy Goodman. I'm a company vice president and I live in the Dallas area. And I am super excited because, and honored because Scott and Jennifer Bond both invited me to share some information that I had learned at a mastermind that I participated in about a week and a half ago. And before I get started though, I want to share with you guys my new sign. And you can't read it backwards, but it says, "You're like really pretty." And I wanted all of you to know, you're like really pretty. Okay. So if you can read it, great. And if you can't, oh well, I got to find out how I'm going to mount it. I just got it today. Anyway, I digress. But I am super honored to be asked to share some information and some inspiration that I received at a mastermind that I participated in about 10 days ago. And I went live in the stylist community last week and was so excited to share and went on 20 minutes about point number 1. And I decided, Christy, you've got to kind of reduce your words because there are 6 points to get across. So with that being said, I was invited to return to continue sharing my additional 5 points that I learned that I think are amazing. And I want to share with you guys on 6 things to implement to help get you there, whatever there is. So before I get into those things though, I want to remind everybody because I have the opportunity to be here on a Wednesday night, at the end of the first 2 weeks of February. Guess what today is? Today is when we close out Rich Rewards Level 1. So I want everybody to be sure you check your dashboards and that you have submitted all your parties. See where you are in sales. And girl, if you need an additional order or 2 or 3, we have the Cuddles necklace for a few more hours. And let me tell you something, personalized service wins the race. So you reach out to your customers and you let them know individually, you be that personalized service. You put that hat on of I'm here to serve. I'm here to let the people know that Love Park Lane Jewelry, that we have this amazing offer. Let them know personally, and you get those last orders in to get your Rich Rewards Level 1, $250 in jewelry. But let's not forget the second opportunity. You also have the opportunity to earn the Amore set when you submit $1,500 in sales by the end of today. So the beautiful earrings and necklace, it's rose gold, stunning stone. I mean, just beautiful. When you submit $1,500 in sales, net and non, by the end of the day today. So again, check your dashboard. Make sure your parties are closed. And if you are close, do not go to sleep without doing personal service. I love to say personal service wins the race all the time. So reach out and get those additional orders. But then guess what else ends today? Our sign-up special. All right. So our sign-up special where all of your potential stylists can receive an additional $200 with their kit cost in free jewelry. Okay. So just to kind of share a quick little story before I get into my nuggets, October 31st of 2008, I was reached out to by my sponsor, Tish Mefford, and offered to join her in selling a little jewelry. Okay. She had reached out to me a couple times. I had ignored her. But on October 31st, a previous company that we were with was offering an extra $100 in free jewelry if we joined that day. And so before I went trick-or-treating, I had an 18-month-old in a little cat costume and a 5-year-old. I can't remember what she was wearing. I ran to the computer and signed up. And as I was signing up, my younger sister said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I am going to go ahead and sign up to sell that jewelry that Tish is selling. They're offering an extra $100 today. And so if I'm going to do it, I might as well grab on. Worst case scenario, I got an extra $100 in jewelry." And she goes, "Well, should I do it?" And I said, "Yeah, I think you should because pregnant people look really pretty in accessories with accessories on." And she was 8 months pregnant. So she jumped on too. It was $100 extra in free jewelry that started our entire career in this profession. And it was that little carrot that we needed in order to jump in. So do not hesitate tonight to reach out to everybody that you've talked to about it before, everybody that you wish you talked about it before, and let them know they can get an extra $200 today by joining Park Lane Jewelry. Okay? You just don't know who your next Christy Goodman may be, because I didn't know I'd be me either. So, okay, I could not do this video without sharing those last minute reminders. All right, 6 things to implement to help get you there. Now, I don't know where there is for you. And all of these success mindsets could be literally applied to so many areas of your life. I will apply them to different areas for the sake of just getting your brain going. But 100% these could be applied to your Park Lane business. So the first one that I shared last week was feel the fear and do it anyway. And I know we all know this and have heard this. I'm not going to go anything into that because I spent 15 minutes talking about it last week. So go listen to that video if you'd like to hear. But the second skill that is going to help get you there if you implement is successful people vet themselves and they look for opportunities. So I'm going to give a few examples. How often do you see on your social media somebody like a post? It could be your family that you posted. It could be something about a fundraiser. It could be your dog. It could be a playlist on Spotify that you love. How often, with somebody liking that post, do you reach out to that person? Probably not as often as we should, because we think of social media as being very simple. But imagine if you were driving in your car down the road and a person waved to you. Okay, you'd be like, oh, that's my friend Julie. I need to reach out to her. She waved to me. I haven't seen Julie in a while. A like is a wave, okay? So do we engage those likes? Do we engage those comments? Or do we just let those opportunities go by? Okay, that's an example of looking for opportunities. There are unicorn opportunities that exist all around us. The only thing that makes successful people successful is that they jump on those unicorn opportunities. They reach out to those that like a post. They reach out when they see something about a fundraising opportunity. They reach out when they see a person that they may think would be really good in this business. They are seeking unicorn opportunities and going and looking for them, but taking action on them. Ask yourself, am I looking for opportunities all around me? Because oftentimes we are not. And we say we feel stuck, we think we're stuck, we tell others we're stuck, but are we seeking the opportunities that are around us? So my advice to you is stay curious about the opportunities that are around you. I'm going to give an example quickly about a unicorn opportunity that presented itself to me. So years ago, I had a senior division direct appoint to me that was with LuLaRoe. And she lived 5 hours from me. And this was in the day of in-home parties. So I do what I would always do, and I jump in the car and I drive my little happy self to Little Rock, Arkansas to do this launch party for this senior division that was coming in. Did I have certainty that this would grow and bud into something huge? No. But I sought an opportunity and I took myself over there, drove, took 2 days out of my life, etc. And on the way home, bought an Arkansas mug from Starbucks and said, this is going to be my future empire. So manifesting it. Well, unfortunately, that senior division did not pan out to do as much as I had hoped for, in Christy's desires. But what did happen is a year and a half later, there was a girl who got on the Park Lane website and typed in her zip code, which ended up being Little Rock, Arkansas, and was connected with that girl with Park Lane because she still had an account. And this person was with Premier Jewelry, and she said, I am looking at Park Lane Jewelry. My company is closing. This sweet girl that the senior division that joined my team said, I'm no longer doing this, but let me connect you to my upline leader, Christy Goodman. She connected me, And in that year, or in the months following, my team grew by over 100 women from that one contact. That was a unicorn opportunity that I didn't know and originally thought was kind of a fail, but it ended up opening itself up as time went on because I did the right thing and I continued to walk the path. I continued to walk the course. So successful people look for opportunities. Okay, number 2, successful people do not compare themselves. Now, guys, this is hard. We are in a sales organization. And what I know is that sales organization recognize sales. Okay, so how often do you see the Park Lane shining stars for the month and think, that darn Kay Dimmer, that darn Jerry Arnold, why are they always on that list? How dare them? I am terrible. I must not be good at this business. I'm just going to give up. Okay, guys. You would be probably lying to yourself if there wasn't a little bit of jealousy within you when you see the same names popping up and you think, why not me? One thing I want to tell you is I don't know exactly how many years Kay Dimmer has in the industry, but I know it's 15 plus. And I know that Jerry Arnold has 15 plus years in the industry. You cannot compare your chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 17. It is really important, and it can really get the best of us if we do. You are where you are because you're supposed to be there. They are where they are because they're supposed to be there. They've learned skills, they've dug in, they've had years and years and years of parties with 0 orders, parties with 2 orders, parties that didn't qualify, and parties with $5,000 in orders. So comparing your chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 17 will only hurt you. And it can be hard at times, but you have to remind yourself. And every person within this company is doing this business for their own reasons. So somebody might be going and doing 3 parties a week, and you're like, I'm happy with 2 a month. And that's okay because it's success on your terms. Now, what successful people do for us, and this is how we have to think, we need to be grateful that they are showing us it can be done. Okay? We need to be grateful when you see something that somebody else has done that you get a little tinge of jealousy. We need to think to ourselves, I'm so grateful to see this can be done. Because guess what, ladies? You can do it too. The way we get better and do better is by listening to the ones that have done it and taken their nuggets and applying it. So, successful people do not compare themselves. Next point. Successful people start before they're ready. Okay? It is really hard sometimes, and it falls into the fear symptoms of fear. When you feel that you're not ready to start something, you sometimes just get paralyzed and you don't start. But successful people start before they actually have the answers and before they actually know exactly what to do, before they've perfected everything. So, clarity and readiness do not come before you're ready, okay? You just have to start. Start, stumble, fail. Hold on, my daughter's needing me. You want to get to the front door? There's somebody at the door.
It was UPS.
Okay. Sorry. It's UPS. That's the world we live in, right? Working from home. So here's what you have to tell yourself. When you feel you're scared to start because you're scared you're going to stumble, you're scared the doorbell's going to ring during your live video, all the things that can happen, you have to trust yourself that guess what? Regardless of what happens, you're going to end up in your own bed tonight. Every night, regardless of what we try and what ends up being the outcome of that, we end up in our own bed every night. And we put our head in our pillow and we learn and we move on. So successful people start before they're ready. They don't overanalyze. They don't get caught in the weeds. They don't have an execution plan to perfection. They just start and they figure it out along the way. Okay, point number 5, okay? Make rejection your bestie. Okay, this can be hard. This can be really hard, guys. I'm going to just admit it can be hard. But all of us are going to hear no. The most successful people hear no. They just keep going, okay? I think what happens often when it comes to rejection is most of the time what hurts the most is we fear others seeing us being rejected. Okay, so maybe it's that you fear that means you're not going to get as many sales as you want to get, or that you're going to, somebody's going to hear about it. And we fear somebody else seeing us get rejected. A no is a really good thing when we can absorb this. A no is a really good thing. It's the universe's way of shutting a door and saying, that's not the direction for you. It gets you closer to your yes. So if you can keep that in mind, and it's hard. I mean, it's really hard, but if you can keep that in mind, it will get you closer to your yes, because guess what? The rejections aren't going to shut you down. I don't care what business you are in. I don't care if you're doing oil lubes, if you're an attorney, if you are doing multi-level marketing. You're going to hear no. Not everybody wants to walk into Macy's every day or Sephora. They just sometimes delete the email or unsubscribe. Like, we do it all the time and we don't think about it. So, successful people make rejection their bestie. Here's a fun thing that you can do. Create an album of rejection text messages to remind yourself where you came from. We always hear, I don't know if you've heard about a glory folder. Like, I used to keep a glory folder of like kudos I would get or positive affirmations I would get, cards, etc., emails, and stick them in a folder. This is almost reverse psychology. Keep a folder of or an album in your phone of rejection emails, rejection text messages. So as you get going and you are proving to yourself you can do it, you can go back and see those, because we do progress and we get better and we hear yes. We just have to keep going, but be committed to the keeping going. The only people that fail are the ones that stop. We're all going to hit bumps. Okay. So point number 6. All right. Make yourself visible. Successful people make themselves visible. And this is something that I am super passionate about. Okay. Hey, Gucci. Susan calls me Gucci because I won a $2,000 shopping spree from Tish Mefford and I bought a Gucci. Okay. So make yourself visible. Here is a concept that I am super passionate about. I believe in God. Okay. You believe in what you believe in, but I believe that the Lord gave me certain gifts. I believe it is my responsibility to share those gifts with the world, because not everybody has the gift that Christy Goodman has. Okay. So it's my responsibility to get out there and do the job he gave me to do. I am super passionate about this business. I am super passionate about the gift Park Lane has given me. I'm super passionate about the flexibility, the income opportunity, the being available for my daughters. I am so passionate about it, but nobody's going to know about it if I'm not visible. So it's up to us to get out there and be visible, to share what we have to offer and to celebrate what Park Lane has to offer. I know that because of this opportunity, I am here to help others. So if I was just to stay quiet about it, I wouldn't have all these amazing stories that I get to surround myself with on ladies on my team and how this business has impacted them. That didn't happen by being quiet. It is up to us to be visible. Successful people are visible and they're sharing the opportunity. They're sharing their successes, their team successes, their knowledge, their wisdom on social, with their neighbors, at their churches, with the kids' parents, all of those things, not to brag, to share that others can do this too. So successful people are visible. And it's really, really important for us to remember the gift we've been given, the gifts you've been given, and go and share those with the world. Be visible. So I hope that these 6 tips, six suggestions that successful people implement to help get them there will resonate with you, that you'll pick out 1 or 2. Let's review them real quick. Number 1, feel the fear and do it anyway. Number 2, successful people look for opportunities. They go look for them. Number 3, successful people do not compare themselves. That's work, okay? Number four, successful people start before they're ready. Number 5, successful people make rejection their bestie. And number 6, successful people make themselves visible. So I hope there's something that you took away, 1 or 2 of these points that really resonate with you, that will help you just go out there, do more, share your gifts, feel the fear and do it anyway, and conquer your dreams. Thanks so much, you guys, for tuning in. Hope you guys have an awesome closeout for the first 2 weeks of February. And thank you for listening. If you're listening to this on replay, type #replay because it helps keep it at the top of our stylist community. And also, if you would like to follow me, I'm going to put my Instagram in here so that you can follow, because I've been sharing a lot of the tips that I have learned at my mastermind. So thanks so much. Have an awesome night, guys. Bye.